I'm finally free. I don't have to do any other treatments, hopefully ever again, which is so exciting for me. For a bit of context, I've been chronically ill for like a majority of my adult, like all of my adult life, and like most of my high school like life. So in total, let's just say like 5 to 7 years, I've been like really sick. Just, not horrible, like not it was incapacitated. I can't even say it. Like I was not a functioning person for the longest time. And now I actually feel quite good. So for the longest time I was kind of doing this like rubber banding pattern where like I'd get a treatment and like a couple weeks after it I would just kind of get knocked on my butt again. But according to my lab work and everything, I am almost healthy. I can't say I'm fully healthy because like I still need to do things to maintain the health I have now, but I feel good. I feel like I'm ready to actually start my life again, which is nice because I've had a lot go on. I mean, everybody has like their thing, right? And my thing really was my health. And so it's kind of nice to have a handle on it and be able to actually see a pathway forward to being an adult and existing and doing the things that I want to do, which is so fun. One of the things I really missed doing was doing my makeup because when I was really sick, I wasn't like putting makeup on. I'm not even gonna lie about that. I loved experimenting with makeup and doing like fun things with it, and just being really sick, you stop doing all those things, which sucks. But here I am, I'm doing it, and like I've made a lot of changes. So like I started playing around with makeup again probably over the last couple months, but I feel like it's something when you get out of the habit of doing, it's really hard to get back into. Like it's kind of like if you don't do your makeup like every day, right? And first world problems, I know that. Oh no. Right? Like you don't do your makeup every day. You gotta sit down and do your makeup. It's kind of like you gotta work at it to get it more refined again. I'm not really going for refined, hence why I'm like literally using my finger. But I don't really know where I was going with that thought. Oops. One of my recent, like, not like obsessions, but kind of obsessions, right? Green mascara. And I love pairing it with like kind of more like pinky tones. I think it looks really cool with the different tones I have in my face. And I don't know, I like the green. This is the most awkward way to do mascara. Honestly, so like I did work as a makeup artist. This is gonna be so random. I did work as a makeup artist when I lived in LA, and I always found the easiest way to do mascara, especially if you're not doing it on yourself, is to like imagine you're doing it on yourself, right? So like I'd always go behind the person and like, because I can't do like that. Like that's just not the way that I do it. So like when I do it on the opposing eye of the hand that I use, I kind of approach it in that same way. And I don't get like like the things on the side. I don't know what I want to do for my lips though. I think I'm gonna do gloss. I'm gonna use this one from Sephora. I can't do it and look at my phone. I'm looking at the mirror behind me. I also cut my hair and I got bangs. Oh, they always look so, to me they look kind of greasy. Like, it's a fight. And I shower, I wash my face, but if I don't do my skin, we're not gonna talk about it. Like if I don't do my skincare, they kind of look rough. And since I've been doing the treatment, I can't really do my skincare until after. It's what it is. Now I got things to do. So I have this huge pile of clothes that I need to tailor in some fashion. Some of them I just need to serge a couple edges on it. Most of it though, I need to like hem and crop the shirts. And there's a reason for this. So I look a lot at like fashion. I love looking at silhouettes of clothing. And so I realized why I hate wearing t-shirts is because they always tend to fall at the widest part of my hips and just make me look big overall. But I've experimented with it. And if I crop them right where my hip bone is, right where my hips like come up, but not like at my waist, because I feel like that can be too high, right? So if I hem them right at my hip bone, they look really nice. They're full coverage because most of my pants are like high-waisted. And now that I have working machines, I gotta actually get the shit done. So let's get her done. I was so stoked about this. I woke up from my nap to get it off the porch. Now, I want to preface this by saying I don't like spending unnecessary money, but I couldn't not. I'm embarking on an adventure at the end of the month, and I needed to get a couple things to get prepared for that. Ow, I should not have done that. I almost cut my hand. Anyway, new shoes. And they're beautiful. They're Reebok's Freestyle Highs, and they were like my favorite shoe ever. I'm like a shoe connoisseur, like, I don't know why. Like, I love having different types of shoes because I feel like you could wear the same outfit with a different shoe and it can really change the tone of it. And I have probably like 4 to 5 pairs of white shoes. I know it's excessive. But these are like the most functional and like the most stylish out of probably my white shoe collection. They're just they're sexy. I mean, come on, look at this. So I got my first pair of Freestyle Highs 2 years ago when I lived in Los Angeles, and I got them because I kind of needed like a new, oh, these feel good. I got them because I needed like a good walking shoe because I was doing a ton of walking. I didn't own a car in LA, so this was my mode of transportation. And they're like the most comfortable shoes on the freaking planet. I had the Reebok Freestyle, I think it was the 5411s, which I don't think they sell them anymore because I was actually going to rebuy those. But those were like a special one that they were doing, so you can't get them anymore. But I walked everywhere in them. I hiked in them. I did Runyon Canyon like multiple times a week in these. I went from, I think it was Wisdom Tree to the Hollywood sign in these. I hiked from Griffith Park to the Hollywood sign
in these. So if you can't gather, these are like my favorite shoes ever. My old ones were actually starting to get like the soles were starting to wear out, and I was kind of like, well, if I know I'm going to be doing something where I need to do a lot of walking, I probably should get a new pair. I got through the cloth to the leather to, well, the cloth to the foam to the leather, and I just kind of wanted to splurge and buy a new pair because I didn't want to have any issues while I embark on my adventure. But anyway, they're like super flexible. Like I like that I almost have it, like they don't feel like shoes. Like I can feel what I'm walking on. I have freedom of movement. Of course, when they're fresh out of the box, you gotta wear them in a little bit. But like, they're my favorite shoes. My mom put me on them because she owned a pair in the 80s, and she did like the same thing as me. She wore it out until she wore out the tread on them. And like on my other ones, I pretty much wore out the tread. I do also want to note, I owned these before it was a trend, because I have a feeling these could kind of make it into circulation again based off of like shoes that I'm seeing that are becoming like in. I noticed we're kind of moving away from the more boxier shoes to more the kind of sleek, slender, thinner shoes, if that makes sense. I'm not a fashion guru. I just look at a lot of shit online. But I could totally see these becoming in trend. And for me, it's not a trend. It is a lifestyle.